Hello HOPS fans, welcome to another little HOPS update video, the second time register development to be released in as many days. It's really pleasing to see so many long-term projects that I've been promising for so long rolling off the end of the production line. After a year or 18 months or more of new HOPS programming, it's all starting to come to fruition. This little update video is about SiteTR, Site Time Register, which is designed for installing on a big screen at the entrance to, for example, an office building where the same people are based in the office all the time, and a little red-green slider can show whether the person is currently signed in or out. So I'll show you how to set this up. Here we are in Demo HOPS. In a separate tab in the same browser, I've got a time register device, which as you can see is registered to the admin office. It's in organization mode, not individual mode. So pressing start will show the camera. Users will scan their cards in the normal way. In order to set this up as SiteTR, we'll need to go to the services menu and then time register. And we'll be interested in the devices tab and the site tab. In a list of sites, we will need to specify which users are normally based at that site. So we're going to use this Low Rocks site, currently has 0 TR users, so I'll pick a few users. If you have a large number of users at your organization, you'll find this page has got tabs for letters of the alphabet on it. So I've selected the 10 users that are normally based at this site just by ticking in the boxes and pressing save. I can come back and change it at any point if I want to tick and untick different people, and these are the people who are going to be always shown on the SiteTR screen. Then I'll go to the Devices tab and I'll specify which of my devices I want to point to that site. So I want the admin office device to point to the Low Rock site, the one that I just specified where all the people were, and I'll press save. And that's all there is. So I'll come over here now to time register. I'll need to refresh the device or wait 15 minutes for it to update itself, so I'll press refresh and we'll find that now the device has turned itself into a SiteTR device. The signing in and out still works in exactly the same way. Users come along, press the start button, scan their card, late notices, department selection, all that sort of stuff. But now there's this handy red and green in and out slider indicator for whether each user is currently signed in or signed out. If the user's signed in but not at this site, the site that they are signed in at will be shown in red text. There's also the opportunity for a user who signs in using a SiteTR device to write a little custom text message, such as, for example, where they've gone or out to lunch or in a meeting or whatever they are. If you want them to write a note to say they are in, but they're not actually in the building that they're normally based in. So we'll just go through that process. I've got the FAT controller's card. Oh, the FAT controller is not actually a member of staff based at this site, so I'll have to go and sort that out. Low Rocks, where's FAT controller? There he is. Save. Back to the device. Refresh. Hopefully he'll appear. There he is, currently signed in. So we'll do a sign out as the FAT controller. Sign off. Thank you very much. You are now signed out. And when it gets back to the home page, you'll see the FAT controller is now signed out. Obviously, this is only as good as the TR data that's in HOPS, so if there's a device somewhere that's not connected to the internet, this won't be able to reflect the transactions that's got stored up, waiting to go into the system. So this is as accurate as TR data has ever been, but just to 100% confirm, it can only be as accurate as the data that TR has got, and that is the trade-off for having devices that work even when there's no internet. We'll just go through a sign on and we'll play with some of the toys. So the FAT controller is currently signed out, so he'll press start. He will show his card to the screen. Sign on. Select a department if there is one to select, and you'll notice there's a new enter message, an optional message that will be displayed under your name on the time register home screen. So we'll put in there, gone to Loco Shed, or something like that. That means they are still signed on, they are still working, but they're just not in this office at the moment. Obviously, it's totally up to you whether you use this or not and what you expect users to use it for. So I'll select that I'm working today for the C shop department. The site is automatically highlighted, the site that this device is at, to sort of help users pick the right site, and if they just click OK, that's the one that will be selected. But they can still select a different one if they want to, and as we saw, if they don't select the site that this device is actually at, it will show in red text that they're signed in but not at this site. So I'll pick a different one. One Bridge Tells West. I'll click OK, I'll acknowledge the late notices. Thank you very much, you are now signed in, and when we get back to the home screen, you'll see Fat Controller is signed in, but not at the site that we're at. He's signed in at a different site, and there's the custom message that he wrote. It'll also reflect if a user signs in or out on a different device or on their own personal device. So I'll now use my phone, which you can't see, to sign the Fat Controller out. Sign off. So I've now signed off as the Fat Controller on my phone from somewhere else in the world, and every 1 minute this time register screen will update. So of course it might take 1 second or it might take 59 seconds. We'll see how long it takes while I explain a little bit more. Site TR is really designed to be on a big screen fixed to the wall at the entrance to whatever the building is at Low Rocks. We said admin office, didn't we? So at the entrance to the admin office. Rather than on a little tablet. The screen, of course, only needs to be as big as the number of names that you want to display. If there's only 8 people, then a 17-inch monitor will probably do. Brilliant, it just updated itself. Fat Controller's now out. So yes, if there's only 8 names, then a small monitor will do. If there's 100 names, then you might need, like a 48-inch monitor or something like that. It's totally up to you. This screen will scroll, but I guess it's not ideal to have it scrolling if you want it to be a display at the entrance to a building. We can, if required, play around with the formatting, try and squeeze more names on or arrange them differently or do other things if we find some users have got more names than can reasonably fit on a screen. But give it a try, see how you get on. We hope it's useful and continues to be a useful service. So thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.